Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Aging Rebels podcast. I'm Gaby Barton, and today we are diving into the health-threatening reality of plastic pollution, especially for us older ones. A conversation led by two guests and members of our Age Rebels community, Harold and Margaret, who are eager to inspire us to take action on the plastic. On this, expect an invitation from us. But now, welcome Harold and Margaret. The microphone is yours.
Thank you, Gaby. Let's discuss solutions for that health threat called microplastic. Since I have read about the latest study, I'm very much concerned they found microplastics in human organs, even in our lungs. Can you believe it, Harold?
Oh, I believe it, Margaret. Plastics everywhere. Oceans, soil, even my morning toast, probably. It's like a bad house guest that never leaves. Well, it's a perfect storm that's been brewing since the 1950s. Back then, global plastic production was about 2 million tons annually. Today, we're producing over 400 million tons each year, and nearly half of it is single-use plastic.
Those numbers are staggering. And what's even more concerning is how these plastics break down into smaller and smaller particles.
You are right. The latest studies are suggesting some pretty serious concerns. Scientists discuss correlations between long-term microplastic exposure and increased cancer rates, particularly in older populations.
I have at least 2 friends who were over 70 and over 80 years old when they got cancer, even though they were otherwise healthy. It's disturbing. Apparently, the own healthy lifestyle isn't enough to keep us healthy.
You know what's sad about this whole situation? The generational perspective. Our age group has witnessed this entire plastic revolution firsthand.
Oh man, you're right about that. I remember when everything came in glass bottles and paper bags. Milk was delivered in glass bottles that you'd wash and return. Even fast food was wrapped in paper, not plastic.
That's such valuable historical context. The question is, what can 2 seasoned citizens like us actually do? It's not like we can swim out to the Pacific garbage patch and scoop it up ourselves. But listeners, we want to hear from you. How do you think we can make an impact?
Well, one of my ideas is, World Environment Day is coming up, June 5th, 2025. The focus this year? Getting rid of plastic pollution. We could get involved. There is a huge world movement called Break Free from Plastic.
You mean, like, a protest? I don't think my knees can handle too much marching.
No marching needed. We could organise a local clean-up, or better yet, pressure our city council to ban single-use plastics immediately. Imagine the impact if we got our whole senior community involved. And listeners, this is where you come in. Join a clean-up, write to your representatives, or spread the word.
Now that's an idea. Old folks have a lot of free time and opinions. Get them riled up about plastic, and they'll be writing letters, making calls, you name it.
Exactly. And we can educate people too. Did you know even tea bags have plastic in them? People need to know what they're putting in their bodies.
Hard to swallow the reality. First, they tell me bacon's bad. Now my tea's trying to kill me too. What's next? Plastic in my toothpaste?
Oh, actually, yes. Some toothpastes do have microplastics.
Well, now I'm officially paranoid. But I see your point. Education and action. Maybe we could host a talk at the community center?
Yes. Good idea. I was reading about the impact of this break free from plastic movement. People got really creative. One family started making their own yogurt to avoid plastic containers. Another person organised a bulk buying club where everyone shares the cost of wholesale purchases in reusable containers. And get this, a local restaurant switched to compostable takeout containers after pressure from a group. Those are such tangible examples of community-driven change.
How do you see this movement scaling up?
I think we're at a tipping point similar to what happened with smoking. Remember when people thought it was impossible to ban smoking in restaurants and airplanes? Now it seems absurd that we ever allowed it. The same thing will happen with single-use plastics. The European Union already announced a ban of single-use plastics by 2030.
That's an interesting parallel. Should we just wait for politics? It's a health threat, isn't it?
Well, for the changes now, it needs grassroots pressure and innovation too. Did you know there are companies making packaging materials from mushrooms and straws from seaweed? The solutions exist. We just need to scale them up.
Those alternatives sound promising. What could be a concrete next step for an individual or communities wanting to make a difference?
I think it starts with simple, achievable goals. I decided to switch to loose-leaf tea in a metal strainer instead of plastic-containing tea bags.
You suggested to do something big at the 5th of June, World Environment Day.
Thanks to bring this up again. Let's challenge us and everybody and go plastic-free for that 5th of June, or even a week. We could document it, post about it, show what works and what doesn't.
Social media. Margaret, you're getting high-tech on me.
This is maybe an idea for some of our group members or our listeners here. We should join forces. Please get in touch with us.
That's such a practical approach. Any final thoughts on where this movement is headed?
Well, here's what gives me hope. When I started to look into it, I have been seeing action at every level, from individual choices to corporate commitments to government regulations. Change is happening, and we older people as a large group in society should not stand back in driving change.
Sure, it is in our own interest. Better environmental conditions mean better health for our long life above 100.
Harold and Margaret, I cannot agree more. Better environmental conditions are of our own interest for our health in our third age above 100. Thank you very much for this insightful discussion. And listeners, if you'd like to get involved, check out the contact information in the description for ways to join us. This is real intergenerational, so let's all work together to rid our world and our bodies of plastic pollution. Thank you very much for considering. We wish you all the best. Until next time, please take care.